What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can. I don't want to take 20 minutes to do this video, but I wanted to try to do this yesterday. I didn't get a chance to, so I'm going to go over the 2019 season, my predictions as to what I think will win, lose, and everything else. So I hope you guys will stay tuned. Remember, tomorrow night, the Giants and Bears live stream on this channel will be live about 7:15. Hopefully the entertainer is with me from the very beginning. If not, we'll pull him into the second half, and I haven't talked to DWG yet, but he should be here as well. So anyway, let's go over the 2019 schedule. We play at Dallas. I don't know when the last time we didn't play Dallas week 1 or 2. It's hard to believe that we played this game every year in Dallas. I don't know why this schedule always has us playing in Dallas. I think even Cowboy fans are sick of this. I'm sick of it. I want some new competition week 1. But anyway, this obviously has a lot to do with what Ezekiel Elliott does. I think Ezekiel Elliott will play. I don't know how good of condition he will be in at this juncture, but even if he doesn't, I still don't think we're good enough to beat Dallas. They're my pick to win this division, so I don't think we're good enough to beat Dallas in Dallas, even without Ezekiel Elliott. They beat us last year 36-35 without Zeke. And obviously our team is much different, but I just don't think we're good enough to compete with them. I think we can keep it close, but I don't think we're good enough to win that game yet. So I have us losing week 1 to Dallas. Buffalo comes into MetLife Stadium. I think these two teams are very even. I don't like Josh Allen. I don't think he's a very good quarterback. I don't know a ton about Buffalo. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know a ton about their players. A lot of people do have them as a sleeper pick. But again, there's nobody that really stands out in that team. And I think that this is a game we have to win. I think it is a game we will win. I think it'll be low scoring. But I think we're going to pull this one out about 20-17, 21-17, something like that. Because Buffalo's not very good either. So I just feel like we can beat them. At Tampa Bay, we beat them last year 38-35. Jameis Winston did come into that game and tear us up, though. Ryan Fitzpatrick really struggled in that game. Winston came in, had a huge game against us. Their defense has improved. They drafted Devin White, which is one of my favorite players in the draft. They also added Ndamukong Suh. They have JPP. Their defense is a lot better on paper, but I still don't think it's a great defense. I still don't like their secondary. There's no more Deshaun Jackson there to torment us Giants fans anymore. But Tampa Bay, this is going to be a little closer than I think we'd like it. But I do think that the Giants walk out of Tampa with a win. I think they win it closer, maybe 28-24, something like that. But I do think that we beat Tampa Bay and move to 2-1. Washington comes in week 3. I don't like Washington's quarterback situation. I don't like their wide receivers, and losing Trent Williams is obviously a huge blow. Their offensive line is a massive question. They have 2 very capable running backs in Adrian Peterson and Darius Geis. However, we're good enough to beat Washington. We always seem to beat Washington one way or the other, no matter how good or bad we are. Washington is 8-24 against us in the last 16 years. Eli Manning has completely and utterly dominated the Redskins. I don't see why that stops week 4. I think we beat Washington by a touchdown or more and move to 3-1. Minnesota comes in week 5, and Kirk Cousins has, not played really well against the Giants. He's kind of had ups and downs. He's 3-3 in his career, but he's a very capable quarterback. They have very good wide receivers in Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen. Of course, they have Dalvin Cook, Kyle Rudolph. This is a great test for our young secondary, but I don't think we're good enough to beat Minnesota, even if it is in MetLife Stadium. Minnesota has killed Eli Manning in his career, and I don't see how that stops. I think the Giants lose that game. They move to 3-2. Then we play at New England on a Thursday night game. In New England, it could be the last time that we see Eli Manning and Tom Brady play against each other on the same field. So obviously this could be a very historic game. Notoriously, the Giants have played New England very close in a lot of these games. Of course, Tom Coughlin was our head coach, and he always seemed to find a way to keep it close. In this game, we may keep it close for a half. I think New England runs away with it in the second half. We're definitely not good enough to beat them, in my opinion. So I have us losing that game and moving to 3-3. Arizona Cardinals, again, this is a team that's a young team. They got my boy Kyler Murray, who I love Kyler Murray, but they're flying all the way across the country. Their team still isn't very good. When you draft a quarterback in the first round in 2018, then come back and draft another one in 2019, you only get a 62nd overall pick for him, and your GM's a mess. That team is a mess. I think Kyler Murray could shine, but I don't think Arizona is good enough to beat us. I think we win that game pretty easily. That will move us to 4-3. We go to Detroit. This is a game that we definitely can win. I think that Detroit is definitely beatable for us, without a doubt. But Matt Stafford is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league because he hasn't won in the playoffs. Kerryon Johnson's due for a breakout season. Detroit is a tough place to play. And again, I think this is a winnable game, but I'm not going to give us a win on the road. We're a young team. I think Detroit pulls that one out at the end in a close game. I think we lose to Detroit in Detroit. It moves us to 4-4. The Dallas Cowboys coming in again. I don't think we're good enough to beat Dallas even in MetLife Stadium. Until the Giants show me they can beat the Cowboys, I can't pick us to beat the Cowboys. I just can't. I think the Cowboys sweep us again. And again, it's a very close game. But again, unless the Giants change us and show us these patterns at the beginning of the year, they can hold on to a close game. I think Dallas will win this one at the end. I just feel like we're going to be up, but Dallas will come back down the field and score a game-winning field goal or touchdown and beat us in a close one. That moves us to 4-5. Then we play the Jets, and I'm going to that game. And the Jetties, they spent a lot of money in the offseason. They got Le'Veon Bell over there. They added C.J. Mosley. Their offensive line is still a question to me. I don't really give a damn what the Jets fans say about their offensive line. It is very questionable. Le'Veon Bell certainly will not be able to have the same running style in New York that he did in Pittsburgh. I'm not a huge Sam Darnold fan. I am not a huge Adam Gase fan. And the fact that I'm going to that game means we're winning against the Jets. Come on, man. I'm not going to go there for them to lose. We're going to beat the Jets. Then we have our bye. Then we go to Chicago. After the bye, I'm all for putting Daniel Jones in there at a 5-5 record. But Daniel Jones or Eli Manning at this juncture, I'm just going to figure it's Eli Manning. But either way, we're just going to predict these games, if it was Eli Manning. So Chicago at Chicago, I have certainly teased Josh of the Sports Fury about how we're going to go in there and whoop their ass. We beat them last year. We're going to do it again this year. I was kidding around. I don't think that we go into Chicago and beat the Bears with that defense. Mitch Trubisky, who I'm not a big fan of Mitch Trubisky anyway, but I do like Tariq Cohen a lot, and I just love their defense. I love their defense. It's in Chicago. It's going to be cold. It's going to be a rough place to play, and I can just see us having a whole lot of problems moving the ball against that defense. So I think Chicago beats us maybe 20-10, 24-10. So I have Chicago win that game, moves us to 5-6. We play the Packers. Then I picked to win that division. Aaron Rodgers is back healthy. As long as you have a healthy Aaron Rodgers, you're good. You got Aaron Jones. You got some good players over there in Green Bay. They did a lot of nice moves in the offseason, and I don't think we're good enough to beat Green Bay either. I think we lose that game. We move to 5-7. At Philadelphia on a Monday night, I don't remember the last time we won a primetime game in Philadelphia. It seems like it's been forever since we beat Philadelphia in any game outside of 2016. And I think that continues. I don't see how we beat Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, if there's one game that I want to win on the schedule more than any one, it is that one. But I don't see it happening. I see us losing to Philadelphia probably in the same fashion that we normally lose to them in their park. They blow us out. And we move to 5-8. The Miami Dolphins, they stink. Plain and simple. I'm not a fan of Miami. I don't think they're good, and I think we run over them. I think we move to 6. What's that put us at 6-8? So I think Miami is a pushover. I think they're coming to our stadium. They're not good. I think we're better than them. I think we should kick their ass. Plain and simple. That moves us to 6-8. At Washington, this is a really tough game. All things considered equal, everybody healthy. I think Washington will definitely be better at this juncture in the year. Dwayne Haskins should be starting at this point. But again, I have so many questions about durability there. And man, I don't like their situation. I just don't like their situation there. And I could be completely wrong about this, without a doubt. But I don't like the way that team is made up. I don't like their coaching staff. I love their running backs. But outside of that, there's just nothing that really scares me. And Washington fans will kill me, but I don't really give a damn. Like I said, Eli Manning is 24-8 in his career against Washington. I don't see why this changes. I think we beat Washington in Washington. I think we sweep them, and I think we move to 7-8. Then the last game against the Eagles, it is in MetLife Stadium. But again, this is the game where we have the Eagles beat. We have them dead to rights. We are kicking their ass, and somehow, some way, Philadelphia Eagles come back. There'll be a last-second touchdown drive, and maybe it'll be a 68-yard field goal this year. Maybe it'll be another miracle in the Meadowlands. Who the hell knows, or the miracle in MetLife, or whatever you want to call it. Who the hell knows how we're going to lose this game? But we're probably going to lose it. So, you know, Philadelphia probably playing for a wild card or the division at this juncture. They're going to have everything to play for, and even when they don't, they seem to beat us. So, again, I think we lose to Philadelphia. I think we finish the season 7-9. Honestly, I look at this schedule, and I could see us going 5-11 very easily. I can definitely see us losing that game at Washington, and I can definitely see us losing to the Jets. I mean, those are two teams that I think that they can beat us. So I can definitely see us going to 5-11. I predict us at 7-9, but I could also see us going 9-7 because I can see us winning at Detroit, and perhaps the game against Philadelphia at the end of the year means nothing to the Eagles, and we could be 9-7. So that's my floor is 9-7. My floor. I wish my floor was 9-7. My floor is 5-11. Ceiling is 9-7. 2019 Giants prediction is 7-9. If you made it this far, guys, thank you so much for hanging out, and I appreciate you watching the video, man. Please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, share the video out, and let me know what you guys think about the schedule. Put in the comments, you know, the wins and losses. I look forward to seeing that in the comment section, guys, and as always, thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. It is Baddog, and I am gone. Peace!